week about driver and how we can get a little bit more distance out of our drives. X-Golf's a great place to work on your driving because you get the numbers, you can see your ball speed, so you know if what you're working on is giving you more distance. So keep a good eye on that ball speed. I challenge everyone to try to take their ball speed to the next category. So for example, if you're a 120 ball speed, we want to sort of crack that 140, which takes you to the next shaft bracket of speed. So it's nice to have those little checkpoints as you try to work your way up. So try to improve that ball speed. Here's 3 tips that are going to help us do that. The first one, I like a really wide arc on the backswing. We don't want to be too narrow. It's hard to get power and distance from there. So with driving, a big wide arc. The second one is trying to keep the core muscles engaged. That's where you can derive a lot of that downswing power from. Try to keep those thighs engaged, that core engaged. We think of it like a plug. So if we're plugged, we're switched on. And if we can maintain that connection and that core strength and the legs, we can use the ground to create a bit more power on the downswing. Similar to throwing a punch, you would really keep that core engaged as you explode forward. The third one is tempo. And what I see some big gains in this category is if we draw back a little bit slower, we can keep those core muscles and the legs properly engaged. Sometimes if a player draws back too quick, they just switch off the legs and the core, and it's hard to get that power. So I'm sitting at about a 160 ball speed a lot of the time. Bit of a miss hit, 153. So I'm keeping an eye on this number here, and my goal is a 160. So I'm working on my technique. I'm trying to slow down my drawback to keep my core engaged to try to hit that number. So that was a 162 ball speed. So just slowed my takeaway down, kept my core engaged, got the distance I'm after. It's a great way to work on distance here in X Golf. Keep an eye on that ball speed, see if we can get it to the next category.